and guests. Assalamu alaikum. It's been great to be here, and today is my first formal speech since joining Toastmaster. So I would like to share my introduction as well as the things which I've learned so far in my professional journey, and maybe they can be of some use to you as well. So first, I would like to share you a metaphor. We all know about iron, loha, right? And we also know that it can either be a magnet or not, right? But the thing is, every piece of iron inherently is a potential magnet. The only thing which it lacks is alignment. So, if you align the molecules of an iron piece in the right direction, it turns into a magnet that can pull others of its kind towards itself. Because God has inherently placed that property into it. But if all the atoms and molecules are in a disarray, it's just like a piece of anything, plastic. It can't be that. People are also the same. Inherently, everyone has the ability to lead, to motivate, to attract people. But the only thing missing is the alignment. Alignment of your goals, your ideals, your personality, your vision. So if we get aligned ourselves, we can become that sort of magnet who pulls the people towards a certain goal, who creates a pull. So it's often debated topic like management versus leadership. So manager is who pushes people to something, like do it, achieve this thing, right? But who is the leader? Creates a pull, and pull comes from within. Push comes from the outside. So we all have that ability. The only thing missing is alignment, and we can do it. We can turn into that kind of a person. So my name is Ayaz Ahmed, and I currently work as a financial analyst at Ericsson. So my journey hasn't been a linear one, right? It has been kind of zigzag. And I believe this is how life is. Life never moves into a straight line. You can't apply a straight line formula on it. It's a very random process. So the only thing that we need is to not be afraid of taking different path. Don't hesitate to go out of the way, to challenge the common wisdom. Because this is how we grow. This is how the world has come to be where it is today. So this is one thing. And I was the first one in my family to break out from the government sector towards the private sector. Because in our society, it is a pretty common conception. Like if when I decided to go to the private sector, everyone was like, "What? Why are you going to leave the pakki job, permanent job? You will get a pension once you turn 60." Do I really know I will turn 60? Who knows? So secure job and this common concept. So it didn't really make much sense to me, because the way the world is going these days, there is no such thing as job security, right? It's just a myth. It's becoming more of a myth. Our elder generations, they have enjoyed that, but we and our coming generations are not going to see that, because things are moving so fast. Governments are becoming more and more efficient. Things are being automated. AI is taking over. So don't expect that one, like working for 20 or 30 years at one place and getting pension and live happily ever after. I think that's not going to happen anymore. So this is the thing we should keep in mind while taking any decisions. So I started off from a very, I could say, humble beginnings. Studied, worked together, all everything managed, juggling across. Then I got my first break when I joined SNL Financial as a financial analyst, um, like junior analyst. Later on, it became S&P Global, what it is today. So I saw its evolution from SNL to S&P, and it's been a great learning path. So then, even then, within that organization, I never sat static on one place. I kept on exploring. I started from finance, analyzing balance sheets, income statements, assets and liabilities, and all those number crunching. I've been doing that, but at the same time, I kept exploring other things. What's going on? What's hot right now? What the management cares about? Management doesn't care about maybe how good you are at entering profit and loss numbers into the system. They expect more from you. So I started pushing myself to, and then learning, and then went to working with databases. Then I went to computer science, got a degree in that, then again did an MBA. So that was quite a zigzag journey, but you have to do it, and it worked for me. If it worked for me, it can work for anyone, but it depends, like, where do you want. So if you're clear about your vision, so if the road taking you towards your vision is bumpy, take it. But if a road is very smooth, but it does not take you towards your vision, don't take it. Because ultimately, this is going to matter. Columbus, we all know, would never discover America if he stayed on course. We all know. He drifted off course and discovered America, which he never knew. So we all have our America somewhere hidden. All we have to do is to discover it. Our own new world, our own Wild West. So all we need to do is discover it, no matter if we have to go a bit off course for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Guests, first of all, I want you all to clap for Toastmaster Ayaz Ahmed Raja for delivering such an amazing speech. Because indeed, as Toastmaster Zainab mentioned, it is a very stressful moment to deliver your icebreaker. Even it is a stressful moment before giving any speech, no matter how senior a Toastmaster you become. And but he proved to be very resilient. And this is the most important thing that I liked about his speech. Throughout his speech, he was very calm and confident. And this thing is very impactful for a speaker, for a public speaker, because confidence gives credibility to a speaker. People start trusting you. And you know, the audience feels at ease and wants to act on what you want to say. So kudos for that. And it also gives the speaker clear thinking, and he is able to deliver whatever he wants to say. The second thing that I liked about his performance, his speech, was that I noticed at moments, and most of the time, his hand gestures were totally aligned with his speech. And this is a very important factor in a performance in public speaking, because it gives the audience visual memory, visual understanding of what you are saying. And the third best thing about his speech was the achievement of the purpose. He achieved the purpose of his speech, that he introduced himself to the club and told about himself, about his profession, about his earlier life. It means that you know, it is an important thing, because by this you learn and you fulfill your educational goals and get the evaluation which is required, and in the way the Toastmasters educational projects wants you to learn and grow. However, there are some things which should be improved, or I would say there is a room of improvement in that. The first thing was your start. It was not very energetic. You know, you started like that, this in a very low voice, Assalamu alaikum, and then you put your hands in your pocket. So this is something you can start more energetically by opening your hands. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. So in this way, when you start confidently, then immediately you grab the attention of your audience. The second thing was there was a constant motion in your speech. You were constantly moving like this. Constant, there was this thing. So the recommendation for that is that most of the time you stand tall on your 2 feet and take out your chest and look into the eyes and stand confidently. You can move a bit for 2-3 times, but mostly you stand like this, and this further gives you confidence and makes delivery easy for you. And the third thing was about the structure. Though it was amazing, but in the beginning you talk about the attraction, pull, push, and then you again start talking about introducing yourself. So a speech is a very unified thing. It has one central thesis, one central idea, and this total speech revolves around that one idea, that one thesis, and there is a takeaway at the end. So what you should have done is that make that pull thing, and you talk about it, then you should have related it to your speech, and then at the end you should have mentioned it again and took out of a takeaway from that. Overall, it was an amazing speech, great confidence, great hand gestures. The purpose was achieved. Just work upon your starting, control the motion, and try to incorporate one idea, one thesis in your speech, and keep giving speeches. Thank you.